This is IGN. Monsters take a back seat to melodrama again in Season 2 of this Disney Plus anthology. This is your IGN review of Goosebumps, The Vanishing by A.A. Dowd. R.L. Stine is not a character on Goosebumps, the latest hit TV series based on his hit book series. While co-creator Rob Letterman previously cast a bug-eyed Jack Black as Stine in the first of the Goosebumps movies, he arranged only a vocal cameo for the kid-lit author in the first season of the Disney Plus adaptation of the same wildly successful source material. All the same, there is a certain sly meta-dimension to the new small-screen Goosebumps, now entering its second season. In following both modern kids and their 40-something parents, in splitting the action between present day and the 1990s, aka the decade when Stine began churning out his preteen paperbacks at a monthly clip, the series winks at its own attempts to court multiple demographics to appeal to the young and the nostalgic alike. Of course, a lot has changed over the past 30 years, including in the world of adolescent programming. While Goosebumps continues in Season 2 to make intergenerational tension a focus, the real tension of the show is between one era's definition of YA anthology and another's. Once again, the creators have crammed the square peg of Stine's preteen paperback yarns, his one-off quick-read campfire tales of small-town spookiness, into the round hole of a serialized teen soap opera. It remains an imperfect fit. Season 1 ended in what seemed like a cliffhanger, but appears to have turned out to be a classic, inconclusive Stine twist instead. No, we won't be picking up with the plucky young heroes of Port Lawrence High or seeing how they managed to once more vanquish the author's most popular villain, the malevolent marionette Slappy the Dummy. Season 2, subtitled The Vanishing, tells a new story in a new locale, following a group of Brooklyn teens as they become tangled in a missing person investigation involving an abandoned research facility. All the same, the dual-decade formula of this Goosebumps incarnation remains intact, as the kids uncover the events that have haunted their parents since 1994, when a classmate went missing during a trespassing incident. Goosebumps assembles another Scooby gang of wholesome high schoolers, including the misunderstood bad girl played by Francesca Noel, who YouTube star Jaden Bartels' debate champ ends up romancing, and the congenial delivery driver played by Elijah M. Cooper the others hit up for rides. The kids are all right, maybe too much so. Even the requisite love triangle reaches an amicable impasse, as if the showrunners were afraid to make anyone unlikable for long. After surviving a brief transformation into a plant-like monster, the most ornery and hostile of the young characters awakes all nice and enlightened, which makes you wonder about the therapeutic benefits of a stint as a pod person. Goosebumps comes alive when it resembles, well, Goosebumps. Between scenes of chaste romance, the kids narrowly escape various Roger Corman-grade monsters lifted loosely from Stine's scholastic page-turners. A seeping blob, some hungry flora, a training wheels Christine that blares System of a Down's chop suey while it's zigzagging madly down city streets. There's a surprising amount of gore around the edges of the series, as when David Schwimmer digs a hungry bulb out of his arm or turns to reveal a nasty ocular surprise. This stuff is very much in the spirit of the books, which left young readers emboldened by their own courage to keep reading and feeling like they were getting something past mom and dad. But the monsters that are Stine's bread and butter have become almost secondary to the show's equation. They're basically accents on its aspirations to a tamer Riverdale or Stranger Things, a few Halloween thrills wedged between its stock teen drama, and the kind of overarching mythology that's frequently mistaken for a foolproof shortcut to bingeability. If you like the first season of the show, there's no reason to think you won't like the second. Despite the all-new cast and story, it's more of the same. But regardless of your generation or your familiarity with Stine's massive library of colorful titles and covers, you deserve more Goosebumps than this Goosebumps provides. Like a junior American Horror Story, the Disneyfied adaptation of R.L. Stine's best-selling YA series completely reboots itself with a new plot, a new cast, and a relocation from small-town Oregon to unconvincing big city Brooklyn. But for better or worse, it's the same serialized soap Season 1 provided, a multi-generational melodrama of teen courtship and guilty parents, occasionally interrupted by a monster pulled from Stine's library of preteen potboilers. A little extra TV-14 gore and David Schwimmer's committed attempt to out-dork Justin Long are welcome, but they can't dispel the sense that this is a mad science experiment gone wrong, an ill-conceived attempt to turn Goosebumps into Riverdale. Goosebumps The Vanishing's IGN score? 5. Goosebumps The Vanishing streams on Disney Plus beginning Friday, January 10th. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Goosebumps updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.